In Kenya, the name Ruto echoes with political power, influence, and the weight of our nation's hopes and debates. For years, we have watched President William Ruto forge his path, and his children like Nick, Charlene, June, and Stephanie have often stepped into the public gaze, whether through diplomacy, social initiatives, or even a touch of controversy. But there is one among them, the youngest, who has quietly charted a different course. Today, we peel back the layers to discover the fascinating journey of George Kimtai Ruto.
Ningependa kumjulisha huyo jamaa siku hizi anaitwa president elect. So venye umesikia mimi nimetoka huko kwa president elect. Ni rafiki wake Ruby. Asubuhi nilimwandikia message kumencourage, nikamwambia katika kitabu cha wa Philippians 4:6 inasema, do not be anxious about anything, but in everything through prayer and supplication with thanksgiving present your request to the Lord.
A son carving his own destiny, far from the political glare, yet deeply embedded in the path of Kenya's vibrant economy. Born into the heart of Kenya's first family, George Ruto entered a world of inherent influence. He is the youngest son of President William Ruto and First Lady Rachel Ruto, a lineage that promises both privilege and intense public scrutiny. Yet unlike his more visible siblings, George has cultivated a remarkable talent for staying out of the political limelight. He has built a reputation of being reserved and disciplined, even as his family's every move is dissected by the nation. His early education offers a glimpse into this quiet demeanor. In 2013, George joined Mangu High School, a crucible of academic excellence in Kenya. A former schoolmate recalls him as a disciplined and reserved, often keeping to himself. Imagine the scene, a shy and assuming boy in a prestigious school, yet his presence was amplified by the arrival of luxury vehicles for family visits, signaling a different world he came from. It was a subtle contrast that highlighted his unique position. After Mangu High School, George chose a path less trodden by political heirs. Instead of traditional law or political science, he enrolled at Strathmore University in Nairobi, a leading private institution known for its rigorous business programs. In 2021, he graduated with a degree in actuarial science. This isn't a degree for the faint of heart. It's a field rooted in mathematics, statistics, and financial theory, a clear indication of a mind geared towards calculated risks, analytical thinking, and strategic financial planning. It is a foundation that whispers that this young man is serious about business. While his siblings made headlines in social and diplomatic circles, George Ruto dove headfirst into Kenya's bustling transport industry, a sector as chaotic as it is crucial. This wasn't some safe corporate office job. This was the matatu business, the very arteries of Nairobi, throbbing with life, competition, and undeniable hustle. His entry wasn't unnoticed. In 2024, George made waves when he acquired an 8.7 million Kenyan shillings matatu named Manifest, a sleek, customized public service vehicle plying Nairobi's notorious Ngong Road route. These aren't just vehicles, they are moving works of art, cultural statements, and powerful symbols of urban identity. For George to step into this arena, it wasn't just an investment, it was an embrace of the local entrepreneurial spirit. Reports suggest his involvement is far from passive. He is known to actively engage with transport stakeholders and participate in industry events. This hands-on approach indicates a shrewd businessman, one who understands that success in the matatu world requires more than just capital. It demands street smarts, operational acumen, and a finger on the pulse of urban culture. However, the matatu industry is also a hotbed of challenges, and George's ventures quickly faced scrutiny. His first matatu manifest was embroiled in controversy, accused of operating without proper National Transport and Safety Authority (NTSA) compliance. Videos circulated online showing reckless driving, including instances of driving on the wrong side of the road, sparking public outrage and even leading to the NTSA impounding 2 of his matatus, Manifest and Ambush, in January 2025. These incidents ignited a fiery debate. Was George's success a result of genuine entrepreneurial prowess, or was he leveraging his family name to operate above the law? The question resonated deeply in a country grappling with issues of privilege and accountability. Despite these hurdles, George has continued to expand his fleet, even strategically acquiring a competing matatu matrix, further cementing his presence and influence in the sector. This move, much like a calculated chess game, suggests a willingness to outmaneuver rivals and dominate the market. Just as his matatu business was navigating its turbulent waters, George Ruto signaled a new ambitious phase in his entrepreneurial journey. In April 2025, he expanded his investments beyond the city's chaotic routes, venturing into the long-distance transport. He acquired a multi-million Scania Marco Polo bus valued between 12 to 15 million Kenyan shillings to operate on the lucrative Nairobi-Mombasa route. This move is a clear indication of diversification and a desire to tap into different segments of the transport market, one that demands reliability, comfort, and perhaps a slightly more formal operational structure than the matatu industry. His driver Kinara, a controversial figure known for past traffic violations, has reportedly been instrumental in managing these expanded transport ventures, raising further questions about the oversight and adherence to regulations within the growing empire. George Ruto is consistently described as reserved and disciplined, traits he demonstrated vividly during his high school years. This quiet demeanor stands in stark contrast to the boisterous public persona of his father. George prefers to let his business do the talking, focusing on ventures rather than political engagements. Yet, his low profile doesn't exempt him from public debate. His business ventures have ignited mixed reactions across Kenya. Supporters hail him as a young, ambitious entrepreneur simply pursuing his passion like any other Kenyan hustler. They see him as an inspiration, proving that opportunities exist even in unconventional sectors. They raise concerns about whether his undeniable success is intrinsically linked to his family's political influence. Accusations of disrupting the matatu industry for ordinary hustlers have surfaced, fueling the narrative that his privilege might grant him an unfair advantage, allowing him to bypass the challenges faced by smaller, less connected operators. These are valid questions that highlight the complexities of wealth accumulation in a society often grappling with issues of equity and access. While he guards his privacy closely, reports suggest George is in a long-term relationship with Sharon Ngeno. The couple has been seen together on various occasions, maintaining a private but acknowledged presence. George Ruto's exact net worth remains, as expected, undisclosed. However, his significant investments in a growing fleet of matatus and long-distance buses strongly indicate a rapidly expanding business empire. Given his solid educational background in actuarial science, the possibilities for George Ruto are vast. The field itself equips him with the skills to assess risk, analyze complex financial data, and make shrewd investment decisions. This foundation could easily see him diversifying into other lucrative sectors such as finance, insurance, or other corporate ventures that demand analytical rigor and strategic foresight.
Katika kitabu cha Wafilipi, Philippians 4:6 inasema, do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, through prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, present your request to the Lord.